a reconstruction of one that I had before, which I've actually saw in the air show at Royal International Air Tattoo. Right, I got that. That's the box. It's A55300A, I think. And there's the, like I said, I got a lot of the parts I'm going to try and reuse from the previous kit, so I can have a bit of DNA, as it were, from the old one which I broke in the new one. Right, here's the sprue I didn't show. Just a sprue, innit, as usual. So I came along and I thought, hold on, why is this by itself and snapped off? I thought, what's going on here? And then I thought, well, I hope I haven't missed an old sprue. But no, because this joins with that. Like that. If I get wider screen. There we are. This joins on there. So what has happened somewhere along the line is this has been too big for the bag, because as you can see, it's a longer sprue than the other sprues, and in the factory they've probably been told, oh, snap it off. So that's where I'm going to start putting things together, as far as little sub-assemblies in little boxes, so that I can try and do this nice and smoothly and quickly. Got the two halves of the fuselage together, and I did a bit of primer on it as well. Always helps. I've already installed the previous editions parts, which I'm reusing, the wheel well sections, which fitted in quite nicely there. And the other one, I got the engine fan and surround fitting back in the in this version of the kit, this edition of the kit. And also I got the two halves of the main wing together. Didn't use the old main wing, I got this new main wing, which fits nicely on the rest of it. So we're almost at that stage already, but I didn't want to glue it until I've made this video. Right, time to check the progress. I've got the wings and the front fuselage on now, and the back tail boom thingy detector, whatever it is. So I'll be able to put the tail on later on. But before I do, I thought I'd show you the stage we're at. I'm at. I've got the, like I say, I got the wing and the front part of the wing on as well. The what are they called, man? Not flaps. Ailerons. Right. Got the ailerons there, but they're the old ailerons, so I didn't realise till after I put them on that there's usually a part a bit forward of that as well on the original part from the kit. So I'll try and keep them on, but I'll get the part which is missing and tweezers and put it on there as if they were joined. One thing of note, this part here, the section there, I filled it a bit there, but because the it's quite difficult to fit for me. I don't know if it's like that for everybody's kit, but for me it really didn't want to fit together with the rest of it. So I cut tabs off, and I've cut parts, shaved parts underneath here to try and make it fit flatter, because it was sticking up a bit, and there was this was raised higher than that. So something worth doing extra test fits before you ever glue it in, if you build this kit yourself. Also remember to open the holes there and there, which are visible underneath. So right, let's just show you what I've done now. I've got the tail on. I've given a bit of a once over paint and various black parts in there as well. Get these intakes on top there, which I had to make the holes for. I've got these hard points, not hard, well, pylons here and there. One of them's old, one of them's new. I've been doing some painting in that section. I'm going to have the air brake slightly open on the ground, Can't be fully open on the ground, but slightly open I think I'll choose. It's better than trying to get the air brake itself to fit snugly. I've got, in the meantime, I've been painting and preparing other parts, which I've got here in these, one of these cups I've shown, not cups, old, one of the old, what's it called? Not shortcake, yeah. In the meantime, I've got one of these old shortcake pots, 3 of them together, so there's a gap in between, 4 little sections of pre-prepared parts. So I got the air brake painted up, got the air brake actuator, 2 pylons and the deflectors on the rear engine blasts, and there I got some parts of the undercarriage all ready to assemble together. Right, so the last section before I show the final completed build. As you can see, I got the wheels on. I haven't quite glued the front one on properly yet because I wanted to make sure that I could have it properly adjusted for the position of the weight on wheels, if you see. I've had to put one of the decals on already because of where the pylons are, otherwise I could knock things off. Talking of knocking things off, I knocked the one of the elevators off, the tail off. I can glue that back on at the end so that it'll knock it off again. But it does actually stand on its feet at the moment, so I'll show you. There we are. That's it without the... Right, well here we are again, and it's done, finished. And some people who've seen my channel for a while might find a bit of deja vu because I built this kit before, but I've rebuilt it with new parts which got broken before. So this is the old one, old canopy and forward fuselage, you can say it clearly. One of the fuel tanks is the same, tail is the same, tail elevators, rocket pods are the same, and the forward nozzles, they're the same. I think the rest is probably, yeah, I think the rest is different. Oh no, the inside inside is old as well, and these pods here, the sniper pod and this whatever pod this is, they're old. The rest of it's new. And last time I did it, that decal didn't break like it has. So if you can, there we are. There is the there we are. That S with a bit of decal broken off. That was better last time. Anyway, and I've got a bit of smoky sort of effect with the underside. Don't know if that shows up very well. But I've tried to make it look a bit authentic. And a bit of smoky stuff from whatever's coming out there. There we are. So there we are. As I keep on saying, there we are, there we are, there we are, there we are. There we are. And this time I've got the headlight properly fixed on. Because last time it didn't. I lost the part. There we are. Nice shiny, the blue tinge, dot of blue paint behind the lens. But I've got the right headlight on now. Again, so there it goes. Thinking of other ways of saying there we are. So thanks for watching, and hope this was educational or slightly interesting in some way. And there we are. If I had a catchphrase, it'd be there we are. Oh, it's repetitive, isn't it? Okay, thanks for watching. Ta-da.